Hello everyone, myself M.A. Mahant, working in Computer Science and Engineering Department as an Assistant Professor in Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we are going to discuss the topic Iterative Software Development used in Software Engineering. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, student will be able to describe iterative model framework used in software engineering, describe advantages and disadvantages of iterative model framework. Introduction of iterative model. In this model, we can start with some of the software specifications and develop the first version of the software. After the first version, if there is need to change the software, then a new version of the software is created with a new iteration. Every release of iterative model finishes in an exact and fixed period of time that is called iteration. The iterative model allows the accessing earlier phases in which the variations made respectively. The final output of the project renewed at the end of the software development lifecycle process. Iterative and incremental development is a combination of both iterative design or iterative method and incremental build model for development. During software development, more than one iteration of the software development cycle may be in progress at the same time. This process may be described as an evolutionary acquisition or incremental built-up approach. This is the block diagram of iterative model. In this, there will be iteration 1, iteration 2 and iteration 3. Suppose module 1's work is going on. So for module 1 requirements can be an analysis requirement analysis can be done, then designing can be done, then testing coding can be done and testing can be done, then implementation can be done. So the review can be taken by the customer. If the customer is not satisfied, again the same work design can be modified, then coding can be modified, testing can be modified, then implementation can be applied for the modified, and again review can be taken. So again for the next review, that is the iteration 3, again customer taking the review of that module and they are suggesting some changes. Again for that changes designing can be made, for that changes testing can be made, implementation can be made, modified work can be done, review can be taken, and the once it is finalized, when customer is satisfied, then that is the final review and you are deploying that module to the customer, and you are maintaining that module. So this is the block diagram of iterative model. The following are the phases of iterative model. The first phase is record gathering and analysis. Second phase is designing. Third phase is implementation and coding. Fourth phase is testing. Fifth is deployment phase. Sixth one is review phase. Seventh one is maintenance phase. Now we are going to see all the phases one by one. See, in requirement gathering and analysis, in this phase, requirements are gathered from customers and checked by an analyst whether requirements will fulfill or not. Analyst checks that need will achieve within the budget or not. After all of this, the software team skips the next phase. Analyst will be doing this job. The people who are working in this phase, they are called as analysts. They are collecting the data from the customer, and all the requirements are written to one document, which is the output of this phase, that is called SRS, Software Required Specification Document. The next phase is designing phase. In the design phase, the team design the software by different diagrams, just like data flow diagram, activity diagram, class diagram, state transition diagram, etc. So these are the UML diagrams which is used for the designing purpose. So in the designing work, it consists of the low level design, high level design and architectural design. So the people who are working this job, they are called designers. So designers will be doing this job. Next one is implementation, coding and implementation. Here all the designing documents are converted into the number of programs by using specified programming languages. So in the implementation, requirements are written in coding language and transformed into the computer programs which are called software. Developers will be doing this job. The people who are developing the program, they are called developers or software engineers. The next phase is testing phase. Here, all the documents which are coded in the earlier phases, they will be tested here for removing the bugs and error from the programs. So different kinds of testings are applied: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, alpha testing, beta testing, acceptance testing. These are the different types of testings are applied for removing the bugs and error from the program. After completing the coding phase, software testing starts using different test method. There are many test method, but the most common used are white box testing, black box testing, and gray box testings are is used. So the people who are working this job, they are called as testers. The next is deployment. After completing all the phases, software deployed to its own environment. Means what? Here they will be deploying the software at the customer side review phase. In this phase, after the product deployment, review phase is performed to check the behavior and validity of the development product, and if there are any errors found, then the process starts again from the requirement gathering. So in the review, your developer should be taking the review of the customer regarding the product. Maintenance. In the maintenance phase, after deployment of the software in the working environment, there may be some bugs or some error or new updates are required. Maintenance involves debugging and new addition of options. Then customer supports software engineering will be doing this job. So some maintenance engineers or customer support software engineers, they are working in this phase. They are called as the maintenance engineers also. So, when to use the iterative model? When requirements are defined clearly and easy to understand, when the software application is large, when there is a requirement of changes in future. Now I am going to ask one question to all the students. So pause the video and write the answer. Every release of the iterative model finishes in an exact and fixed period that is called as dash. Select one of the option from given four options: A iteration, B non-iteration, C periodic, D cyclic. Pause the video and write the answer. The correct answer is iteration. So every release of the iterative model finishes in an exact and fixed period that is called iteration. Application of iterative model. This model most often used in the following scenarios. Requirements of the complete system are clearly defined and well understood. Major requirement must be defined, however some functionalities or requested enhanced may evolve with time. There is time to the market constraint. A new technology is being used and is being learned by the development team while working on the project. Resources with needed skill sets are not available and are planned to be used on contract basis for specific iteration. There are some specific high risk features at goals which may change in the future. Advantages of iterative model. Testing and debugging during the small iteration is easy. A parallel development can plan. It is easy acceptable to ever changing and needs of the project. Risks are identified and resolved during the iteration. Limited time spent of the documentation and extra time of designing. Some working functionality can be developed quickly and early in the life cycle. Results are obtained early and periodically. Parallel development can be planned. Progress can be measured. Less costly to change the scope and requirement. Testing and debugging during smaller iteration is easy. Disadvantages of iterative model. It is not suitable for smaller project. More resources may be required. Design can be changed again and again because of imperfect requirements. Requirements change can cause over budget. Project completion date are not confirmed because of the changing requirements. Management complexity is more. End of project may not be known, which is a risk. Highly skilled resources are required for the risk analysis. Project progress is highly depend dependent upon the risk analysis phase. Now we are going to see difference between iterative model and prototype model. Prototype model is a software development model where a prototype is built, tested, and then refined as per the customer need. Incremental model is a software development model where the product is analyzed, designed, implemented, and tested incrementally until the product is finished. So prototype model is it is suitable for high risk project. So incremental model can't handle large projects. So prototype model is the user involvement is high. In this incremental model, the user involvement is only at the beginning. So in prototype model, flexibility to change in the prototype model is easy. So in incremental model, flexibility to change in the incremental model is easy. These are the references. Thank you.